Hello, good morning my dear children. Welcome back to maths class. How are you all? Good. Okay, I hope you all are fine and concentrating in your studies. Soon you are going to attend your half-yearly exam. So today we are going to do the revision class. Children, do you know how many blocks you will have for the exam? No idea. Okay, let me tell you. There are 6 blocks you will have. Means it will begin from block 5 to 10. Up to 10 you will have for your coming exam. Block 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Likewise 6 blocks. So first let's see the question pattern of your half-yearly exam. See children, here reading, writing, grammar and literature. These are a question pattern of your exam. So from this 5 marks for reading and 5 marks for writing. So total you will have 10 marks from this reading and writing part. And let's see this next part. What is it? It is grammar. How many marks it has? Yes, it has 24 marks. That means from this part, this is the biggest one. This grammar is the biggest part. So yes, Elena ma'am taught some things related to this grammar, right? Through grammar guide book, she taught you something. So most of the grammar questions will comes from these grammar guide. Okay, so you have to learn it very well from your grammar guide. And see this last part, this is literature. How many marks it has? Yes, 16 marks. What do you mean by this literature? From your previous class also you did this literature. So what do you mean by this literature? Yes, in this part you will have some questions. Means you have to write all the answers in full sentence. You will get some questions, so you have to write in full sentence. Okay, so most of the questions will comes from this practice question. You can see that in each block there are some practice questions you will get. So some of the questions will comes in this part, in this literature part. Okay children, so this is all about your question pattern. Reading means you will get one passage or one paragraph. According to that paragraph, there are some questions also will have. So you have to write the answers in full sentence after reading that. And this writing means there also you can make a short paragraph. It just depends upon the question. Okay. So reading, writing, grammar and literature. So first you have to check how many marks for each question. Likewise, you can attend it. Okay, children? So, let's begin. Today, we are going to revise only 3 blocks. Means block 5, block 6 and block 7. So, children, as you can see here in your content book, page number 22. Take this Gunguru's dancing and fun. So, here you can see this block 5. Writing a personal narrative. That means this story will include in this block 5. That is why I am telling this. Okay. So you have to read the story very clearly and also you can try to practice all the questions from this question number 2 from the page number 13. Okay, from this block 4, there are some practice questions. You can see that also you can learn. Okay, so let's come to this block 5. This is about block 5, writing a personal narrative. Tell me, what do you mean by personal narrative? We learn clearly personal narrative. Yes, the ones who is writing about his or her own experience. That is meant by this personal narrative. So, what about the story? Is it a personal narrative or not? Yes, no doubt. It is a personal narrative because we saw all the experience of this girl in the story. Am I right? Okay, so this is about personal narration. Then children, in this block 5, the important topic is the subject and object pattern. Let's see this block 5. One I have already told you, personal narrative, and the second one is the subject and object pronouns. This is one of the most important topic here in this block 5. So children, we learned that in a complete sentence that consists of a pattern. Which pattern is that? Yes, it is SVO. Means subject, verb and an object. Subject, verb and object. So a sentence always consists of these patterns. So let's see how can we identify the subject and object. So the sentence here, I will write one sentence like Chitra opened her book. Chitra opened her book. Okay. So first, from the previous class also, I have told if you are getting any questions like this to find out the subject and object pronouns, what you have to do first? Yes, first you have to find out the verb. Verb means action word. So first, what is the verb here in this sentence? Yes, no doubt, it is opened. Right, this is the verb. And who opened something here? Who opened? Yes, Chitra opened. Chitra opened her book. Then what did Chitra opened? Yes, she opened her book. Right. So here this open is the verb and Chitra means who is doing the action or who the sentence is about. Who is the sentence about? Yes, the sentence is about Chitra. So Chitra is the subject. Okay. Then her book is the object. Means what the sentence is telling us. What the sentence is telling us? Yes, the sentence is telling that Chitra opened her book. So this her book is the object here. Okay. Then let's see one more sentence like she opens it. She opens it each day in class. Each day in class. Okay, this is the second sentence. She opens it each day in class. Then tell me, what is the subject, verb and object in this sentence? Yes, no doubt, this she is the subject. Then opens is the verb. And what about this remaining sentence? Yes, these all are about this object. Got it? So this how we can find out this subject and object. So here one more sentence I will write. This Rohit gave a pencil to Sandeep. Okay. The children tell me what is the subject, verb and object here in the sentence. First, you have to find out the verb. So, what is the verb here? Yes, this gave is the verb. Then, who's the sentence is about? Yes, the sentence is talking us about Rohit. So, Rohit is the subject. And what does the sentence tell us? Yes, the sentence tells that Rohit gave a pencil to Sandeep. Right? So this is the object. Okay children? So this is about subject and object. And what do you mean by this subject and object pronouns? Pronouns means what? Pronouns means the short words that we used in the place of nouns. For example, he, she, they, we, us, them, their, you, your, me, mine. These all are pronouns. So here, what do you mean by subject pronouns? Can you think about it? Yes, the pronouns that we use in the subject part that we call subject pronouns. And what do you mean by object pronouns? That means the pronouns that we used in the place of object part. That is about object pronoun. Okay, so let's change the subject and object into its pronouns form. Means Chitra opened her book. So can you change the subject into its subject pronoun? Chitra? Who is Chitra? Yes, Chitra is a girl. So for girls, which pronouns will you use? Yes, she. So we can change this Chitra into she. So she opened her book. Okay, fine. So children, this she is the subject pronoun. And what is the object pronoun? Yes, this her is the object pronoun here in the sentence. And see the second one, she opens it each day in class. So what is the subject pronoun here in the sentence? Yes, it is she. She is the subject pronoun. Okay, then third one, Rohit gave a pencil to Sandeep. So can you change the subject and object into its pronouns form? Yes, Rohit. Rohit means boy. So which pronouns we can use? Yes, we can use he. So he gave a pencil to Sandeep. So Sandeep also a naming word. So can you use any pronouns in the place of this noun? Yes, Sandeep. Can I write like he gave a pencil to his? No. Then which one is right? We can write him, not his. So he gave a pencil to him. So this him is the object pronoun and he is the subject pronoun. Clear, children? Okay, so can you tell me which are the subject pronouns we can use in a sentence? Yes, like she, he, they, we, right? These are the pronouns that we can use in the subject part. And what about this object part? There we can use the pronouns like her, him, them, us, or mine, me, it. These all are we can use in this object part. Okay, so this is about the subject and object pronouns. I hope this part is clear to you. So now let's see one model question that is related to this topic. See the question. The question is, fill in the blanks with the correct subject and object pronouns. First one, dash go to the park with dash. So children, here inside this bracket you can see the subject and object pronoun. So you have to choose the appropriate pronouns that is suitable to this sentence. So which one is correct? Yes, I go to the park with her or she or me. Which one is right? Just try to say that. Yes, I go to the park with her. That is fine. Okay. Then B, dash are not going out with dash. Yes, they, he, him, them, I. Yes, the subject pronouns here you can see like they, he and I. So which one is suitable to this first at the beginning of the sentence? Yes, it is they because it is plural. So they are not going out with them or him. Yes, they are not going out with him or they are not going out with them. Anyhow, you can do this. Then see, they shouted at dash. So we shouted at them or any option is there? Just find it out. Okay. Then D, dash did not throw dash. We, it, his, her. You can say this. So you have to choose the proper pronouns to the sentence. Okay, then see one more question, like make sentences with the following subject object pronouns pairs. You can see the subject and object pronouns pairs. So according to this pairs, you have to make the sentence. A, I, you. Yes, I love you. One simple sentence, right? Okay, or you have to make any other sentence. Then B, we, them. So you have to make one sentence with we and them. Yes, we are playing with them, or any more sentence you can make. Then C, it and her. Yes, it is her pencil or it is her book. Likewise, you can make sentence. So children, now we have discussed two model questions that is related to this topic. So you can write these questions into your notebook and practice it. Okay, so let's come to this next block. It is block 6. So here there is a story we have. What is the story? Yes, it is the magic spell. So you have to read that story well, that magic spell. You have to learn all the new words. And one more important thing that you can learn is about those adjectives. What do you mean by adjectives? Yes, adjectives means the describing words, the words that we used to describe something. That is called adjective. But here in this topic, we learn two suffixes. Did you remember it? Suffixes, the short words that are adding after a word. Yes, which are they? FUL and OUS. So to form adjectives, we can add FUL and OUS to the verb and also the nouns. For example, the word help. So we can add the adjective FUL to this word. This is a verb, right? So this word help will becomes helpful. And also we can add OUS suffix to a noun like joy. So we can add OUS. So for nouns we can add OUS, and also the verbs and nouns we can add this FUL. These are the two suffixes that we learned in this block. Suffixes SUFFIXES. Learn that spelling too. Okay, so let's come to the story, the magic spell. Did you read that story? How many times you have read it? And tell me, who are the main characters of that story? No doubt, Ammu and Anu. So they wanted to get rid of their old car because they felt embarrassed about it. Their problem was how to make the car unlucky. They went to Jennifer for a magic spell to help them. She told them to bury a bone near the garage and say a magic spell. The other problem they had was that their father got hurt in an accident. They both felt guilty because they thought it was the magic spell that did this to their father. They tried to solve the problem by digging up the bone, but the bone was missing. Now they really think the car is lucky and magical. So this is about the story. Okay, now let's see one question that is related to this block. Read the sentences and underline the adjectives. The powerful king rewarded the courageous soldier with a medal. So children, here we have learned about the adjectives with FUL and OUS. So here you have to underline the adjectives with FUL and OUS. So which are the adjectives? Yes, one is powerful and courageous. And B, the cheerful child asked her mother who the famous singer was. So what are the adjectives? Yes, one is cheerful and famous. Then C, the zookeeper was careful not to make the animal anxious. So which are the adjectives? Yes, one is careful and also this anxious. So children, these are the adjectives here in this question. Okay, now let's come to this next block, that is block 7. The next block is block 7. So what is the important thing that you can learn in this block? Yes, it's none other than the types of sentences. Types of sentences. Yes, here we have learned many types of sentences. Can you say any of the sentence? Yes, simple one, compound one, then one compound subject and compound predicate. Actually, these are very simple. Means, what do you mean by simple sentence? Yes, I have told you one simple way to find out the simple sentence. What was it? Yes, if there is no conjunction in a sentence, then we can say that it is a simple sentence. For example, the dog slept in a garage. Here in the sentence, can you find out any conjunction? Any connecting word? No, there is no connecting word. So it is a simple sentence. This is how we can find out the simple sentence. If the conjunction is absent, then it should be the simple sentence. And what about this compound sentence? Yes, conjunction, connecting words, fanboys, F, for, a, and, n, no, be, but, o, or, why, yet, s, so. So these are we call the conjunction, the connecting word. So if the sentence is having any conjunction in between two sentences, that is called the compound sentence. So in a compound sentence, you can see two simple sentences. So what do you mean by compound sentence? This compound sentence means it is connecting two simple sentences with the help of a coordinating conjunction. Okay, that is mean by compound sentence. Example, Ram sings and Ravi dances. Here Ram sings. This is one simple sentence. And Ravi dances. This is another simple sentence. So both these sentences are connected by the conjunction, that is and. Okay, so this is compound sentence. Okay, then let's come to this difficult type of sentences that are compound subject and compound predicate. What do you mean by compound subject? Yes, subject we learned in this block 5. So tell me, what is subject? Yes, in short way, you can learn that subject means it is about the doer of action. Who is doing or who the sentence is about. That is meant by the subject. And object means it is about the receiver of action. Means who is receiving the action in the sentence. That is meant by this object. So subject means it includes the doer of action. And object means it includes the receiver of action. Okay, so let's come to the topic compound subject and compound predicate. So before going to learn this, you have to know about subject and predicate. Subject means, as I already told you, right? It is about the doer of action. Or else you can learn that it is the naming part. It includes a naming word. Okay, so what about this predicate? Predicate means it is the telling part. So in short, you can learn that subject means naming part and predicate means telling part. In your lower classes, you have learned to circle the naming part and underline the telling part. Did you remember it? Yes, at the same how it is happening here also. So in this compound subject, children, you can see the conjunction in between the subject. It always comes at the beginning of the sentence. For example, Ram and Ravi are friends. See, here where can you see the conjunction? Yes, it is in between two subjects, Ram and Ravi. Right? These are the subject here in the sentence. So the conjunction you can see in between the subject. That is called compound subject. Okay, then let's see this compound predicate. What do you mean by compound predicate? That means if the conjunction is here in this predicate part, if the conjunction is connecting to telling part, then we can say that it is a compound predicate. Let's see one example. Then it will be more clear to you. See, Ram sings and dances. Here, where can you see this conjunction? Ram sings and dances. So first you have to find out the naming part and telling part. Then it will be more clear to you. Means Ram sings and dances. What is the naming part? Yes, Ram is the naming part and sings and dances is the telling part. So in this telling part, you can see the conjunction. Or in other way, I can say that in this predicate part, you can see the conjunction. That is we call compound predicate. Okay, so it is always depends upon the conjunction. So whenever you are getting any questions to find out the compound subject or compound predicate, will you do that? Yes, first you have to check the connecting word, the position of the conjunction, where the conjunction is standing. If the conjunction is standing in between two subjects, in between two naming word, then we can say that it is compound subject. And if the conjunction is standing in between the predicate part, then we can say that it is compound predicate. Okay, so here I have written some sentences. So you have to find out whether it is compound sentence, simple sentence, or compound subject or compound predicate. Okay, so these all sentences I have taken from the story The Magic Spell. So let's see. They went to school in the oldest car in the world. Children, can you tell me which type of sentence it is? Can you find any conjunctions here? No, there is no conjunction you can see. So if the conjunction is absent, then what we will say? Yes, it is the simple one. Simple sentence. Okay. Then let's see the next one. It often refused to start and they would have to push the car in front of the whole school. So at the first sight, we can say that it is a long sentence, right? And also, you can see the conjunction in between two sentences. One is, it often refused to start. This is one simple sentence. And they would have to push the car in front of the whole school. This is another simple sentence. So this connecting word is connecting two simple sentences. So which type of sentence it is? Yes, it is compound sentence. Okay. So in compound sentence, we can see two simple sentences connected together by a conjunction. Okay, then see the third one. Ammu and Anu are scared. What about this? Which type of sentence it is? See, where is the conjunctions here? Yes, you can see the conjunctions here. And so it is standing in between two naming words. Or it is standing in between the subject. So we have learned if the conjunction is standing in between the subject, then we can say that it is the compound subject. Right? Because we can see that it is in between the subject. Okay, then the last one. Ammu called up Jennifer and told her what had happened. Yes, what about this? Where can you see the conjunction? Yes, here you can see the conjunction here. Right? If you have any doubt, then what you will do? You just find out the naming part and telling part. Or else the subject and predicate. So here what is the subject? Yes, no doubt. Ammu is the subject. And all these are predicate. So here children, you can see the connecting word here in this predicate. predicate part. Am I right? So which type of sentence it is? Yes, it is the compound predicate, because we can see the conjunctions in this predicate part, in this telling part. Okay, so there is one more simple way to find out this compound subject and compound predicate. See, here in this compound subject, we can see two persons and they are doing one action. Okay, in this compound subject, we learned it is connecting two subject. So in this compound subject, we can see that two persons, they are doing one action. But what about this compound predicate? There you can see only one person and he or she is doing two actions. It is the opposite of compound subject. Means one person, two action. That is compound predicate. But two person, one action. That is about compound subject. Okay children? So I hope you have cleared this topic. Simple sentence, compound subject and compound predicate. So I will share you one passage. So you have to find out which is the compound sentence, which is the simple sentence, which is the compound subject and which is the compound predicate in that passage. So today we have mainly discussed about 3 block, block 5, block 6 and block 7. You have to learn it well and prepare this. And in the next class also we will do the same. We will do the revision of block 8, 9 and 10. The remaining 3 blocks. Okay. So we'll meet in the next class. Till then, bye-bye.